What's up guys, Scott the Life Artist back with another video. So this is a Q&A video. So I popped out a video maybe a couple of months ago, basically asking you guys to send in questions regarding any life advice, life situation you want me to shed some light on. And I got an email from a guy called Eddie. First, Eddie, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate your support and I love that you love the videos, that's amazing. And his question basically was, hey Scott, I'm having trouble with an ex. We still live together, but it's not really amicable. Is that the word? Amicable. And we keep falling out. There's been a lot of pain, a lot of resentment, a lot of negative emotion. How do I deal with that? I want to forgive, he's saying, but every time he goes to forgive, stuff comes up, questions comes up. Why should I forgive? And there's resentment. Well, first thing I would say to you, Eddie, is a little bit of empathy goes a long way. And what I mean by that is be willing to be the first one to reach out and just say, I'm sorry. I mean, let me share with you a story. I broke up with my ex about a year or so ago. And during that time, I had a lot of resentment. And we kind of left it in a bit of a cold space. I'll be honest, she blocked me, to be completely upfront. And it kind of sucked, you know, because it was like losing a friend and it kind of sucked. However, after some time had passed, I realized that in many ways we were both right. It's not about being right or wrong, but there's still something within me was compelled to say, I'm sorry. And so I reached out to her and just said, look, I'm sorry for what I did, for my part I played. I hope you're well, blah, blah, blah. And I double dare you to do the same for your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriend. Just reach out and just have a little empathy. Feel what it feels like to be in her shoes. Try to understand and just say sorry. If not for her, but for you. Cleanse yourself of any, let's say, guilt, agonistic energy, feeling like an antagonist. Do it for you. Don't do it for her primarily. Yes, you are doing it for her, but do it for yourself. Cleanse yourself and you'll feel a lot better. Because you've got to be willing to forgive yourself first before other people will, quote unquote, forgive you. And even if she doesn't forgive you, this is the key, even if she doesn't forgive you and she goes, yeah, you should be sorry, blah, 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 and keeps going on and it's dramatic. You know you did the right thing. You cleansed yourself. So know a little empathy goes a long way. Because you're empathizing with yourself. The self would just want to say, I'm sorry, hands up, I did wrong, and then you move on. You say, I'm sorry, so what? I move on, I learn and live. That's how we grow. But if you hold on to it, it will build up. And then weird ideas will form when the best thing to do is just come clean. And if she takes it in a good way, that's awesome, Eddie. If she doesn't, she doesn't, but you did it for you. And that's the key, man, do it for you. And the funny thing is though, most people usually respond quite well. If you say I'm sorry, then eventually they will kind of release their position and kind of just say I'm sorry as well. And you know, take this into all areas of your life, Eddie, not just forgiving your girlfriend, but have a little empathy and try to imagine yourself in the shoes of everyone you meet. Even if it's someone having a hard day, who's giving you a little bit of aggro at the coffee shop, take a step back, have a little grace and just give them a moment of grace and just ask them how they're doing. Be the first to drop the position. Now, I'm not saying be a people pleaser and keep going on and trying to make them feel better. It's not your job to save anybody. And don't pity them. But just have a little grace, man, because you can. Have a little bit of empathy because you can. And you'll be surprised at how rewarded people feel by your presence and how happy you will make them feel by you just giving them a little bit of space. Because someone has to be the change. So you might as well take the first step and reach out. Open the door for someone, right? Open that door for you and your girlfriend by saying I'm sorry so you can both move on. That's what forgiveness is about. Eddie, it's about neutralizing that emotion. Forgiving yourself of that negativity and just be like, I'm sorry, and move on. Again, empathy and forgiveness towards yourself. And see if you can apply that to all areas in your life. stop giving people a hard time, right? Soften just for a moment. And if that person doesn't soften, you can move on, but that's okay. At least you gave them a chance and you got clear about who you are, and that's the key. Whether it's family, friends, or strangers or acquaintances, any area of your life. So that's it, guys. So I'm coming out, man. I'm coming out today. It's freaking nearly 2025. We're by the river. We're hanging out. We've got some people. And yeah, keep sending your questions in. I'm really, really enjoying them. And yeah, Eddie, I hope that helps. And I'll speak to you guys in the next video. Keep sending the questions. I love seeing them. I love you guys. I'll see you later.